ghetto. The ghetto.
Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? It's me, your host, Blue Jay, and I have a special guest with me.
I'm Matthew. What's up, guys?
Yeah, this is my friend Matthew, aka Bagel Seasoning. It's okay.
It's because I'm white.
No, you're just bland.
Yeah, because I'm white.
It's okay, I'm Bagel Seasoning too. With a pinch of seasoning salt though, but we ain't gonna get into that. So, the theme of the episode today is things that we want to do, but they're probably, maybe, kind of illegal. You know, just a smidget illegal. Not anything like obviously illegal, but like, is that illegal? Can you do that in the state of so and so and so? Like, for example, I'm not if I told you this, but I want to give an ostrich weed.
Okay.
Ostrich weed.
Okay. I feel like the ostrich might not have the best time though.
Why?
Well, because like think about it. Like the ostrich, like, does the ostrich even have a cannabinoid system? Like, cause
I actually looked it up.
Really?
Yes, I actually looked it up. They do have a system, and actually, I was talking to one of my friends about this. So shout out to them. If you hear it, dude, you know who you are. Because I talk about this every single day. Not every single day though, but maybe like once a month. But like, yeah, they do have that part in their brain that makes them get high. And okay, this is my theory. Ostriches and emus and everyone in that group of family of birds are so fucking aggressive, and they just want to fuck you up for no reason.
I think we would really calm them down.
Yes, it would.
Isn't there a meme of a fucking ostrich with like a joint, like holding like a joint to their mouth?
Is it?
I think there is.
What?
Yes, I think there is an actual meme.
But no, I want to see a video of an ostrich high, or like at least like see it in real life, because those things. Look, so I went to the zoo here, and me and my mom always got attacked by ostrich, and I was like, damn, these things are so aggressive. And the whole time we were there, the ostrich and the emu were ganging up on these goats. What did the goat do?
Maybe they're trying to get into the goat's business.
But what did goat do to the birds? Like, I'm trying to understand. I'm just like, what the fuck did it do to y'all? It just minded its own business, trying to eat a can and some grass, and y'all just over there trying to kick it, pecking at it. I'm just like, damn, you guys are some hoes. But this is my theory. If I give it weed or like an edible or something, it will calm down, hopefully. Because you know how some people, when they get high,
yeah.
I've never been high before.
Yeah.
I've never been high. But I'm saying...
I think we all 100% law-abiding Americans have never gotten high before on any substance. Like, we're just all sober.
Honestly. But, like, I've seen, like, some people get, like, chill. Some people have the munchies. And some people be super aggressive.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just like, it's a hypothesis. So I'm just like, will it make them chill or more aggressive?
I feel like it'll make them chill and also gives them the hella munchies.
Yeah, just give them some crickets or something. I don't know what... Wait,
They
eat,
eat, like, hay and stuff. Like,
They eat hay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're birds.
But are they omnivorous or...
No, they're omnivores.
Yeah, that's what I just said. They're omnivorous.
Omnivores.
Omnivorous.
Omnivores.
Omnivorous. It's basically the same thing, but fancier word. Okay. But, yeah, that's basically one thing I want to do. You, Matthew?
Okay, so here's an interesting topic, and I know I'm gonna get some flack for this, but we were discussing this earlier. Okay, so when a song comes on...
Oh my gosh.
Now, I get it. Now...
No, we're not talking about this. I said things that are probably illegal, not things that are gonna get you beat up.
No, I'm saying, should it be legal?
No.
Should it be illegal, though?
Drop it. I'm telling you right now, as a friend,
I'm agreeing with you. It's
your
wrong.
safety.
I'm agreeing with you. It's wrong. I'm saying it should be illegal, but some people may feel like, should it be illegal?
So next topic, because I don't want him to get dragged. I do not want him to get dragged. You don't need Twitter coming after you.
So we're just gonna be like, ooh, this white boy doesn't
Don't tell. So I want Twitter, Instagram, or Stan Twitter after you, because that's basically the equivalent of saying BTS sucks. All the little Twitter figures be like, "What the hell did you just say? Don't talk about my Jimin." I'm like those. Okay. So reverse card. One thing that should be illegal: Stan Twitter.
Okay.
Stan fucking Twitter should be illegal instead of topics that might be illegal.
Let's talk about political correctness.
Okay, so this show.
Oh, no, that's the term. It means, okay, you know how, like, when something, they automatically cancel for whatever they say if it's offensive to a certain type of people.
But it's not.
I know, but what I'm saying is...
I get what you mean, though, like, it sounds offensive. I get what you mean, though, like, it sounds offensive, but it's not offensive.
Yeah, and everything...
It's just telling the truth.
Everything gets canceled now. Like, for saying something that's wrong or offensive to certain types of groups, or whatever.
No, I think you meant, like, a better way to explain it was, like, that you're obviously right though, but you're still gonna get dragged because you said it. That's like unpopular opinion.
An unpopular opinion, like saying that white people can't season their food. That is so realistic. Like as a white person.
Wait, what? Wait, what are you? I thought you were gonna say that's not realistic.
That is realistic though.
I thought you were gonna say that is solely fake. Not you agreeing with it.
I agree with it wholeheartedly. As a white person who grew up in a white family, white people cannot season their food. Yeah, I'm gonna get dragged for that. Like, I know I'm gonna get dragged for that, but like, unless you like, you know, am I making sense here?
Yes, because there's some things black people do. Like, look, so my ex, he had a friend's birthday party. And they said they were having food. I was like, oh, okay, they're going to have the barbecue. They're going to have the watermelon. They're going to have all the good food. And not trying to be stereotypical or nothing, though. But, hey, this is South Texas. So, drag me if you want to. But, like, I was expecting, like, barbecue, R&B music, just the electric slide.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, my ex was Hispanic. And he had mostly Hispanic friends, and it didn't cross my mind. And when I got there, they had like, you know, food. It was really good though, but I was expecting where's the barbecue? Where's the electric slide? And I was like, oh fuck, I forgot.
They didn't have barbecue at all?
No, they're from the valley.
Oh yeah, but you still make a good brisket with that, like.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
They had honestly, they had this good food though, but I could not tell you what it was called for the life of me. There was this one dish. It was like chicken wrapped with bacon with cheese, and they were like, "Oh no, it's a Mexican dish." I was like, "Really?
Really bacon? I'm surprised with that."
I was surprised too. I was like,
I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost.
This looks like something off of BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Like something you
like
would just like
tasty, like the tasty,
or something from like 90-minute crafts.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I was like, okay, you know, but I've been to it. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Then he had like this pasta that was like green, another pasta that was red. It was so good.
I'm surprised, honestly. That sounds like white people food.
No, it was called something though, but
And
it was.
You can't drag me either because I'm half Mexican, so I know what I'm talking about on both sides.
Okay, Mr. Mix. Okay. But, like, I was so shocked. Like, I did a full 180. I was like, where's the barbecue at?
Yeah.
And my ex was like, we didn't barbecue. I was like, Eddie said he was cooking. But when one of our relatives said we cooking, that means collard greens, mashed potato salad, corn on the cob.
I feel like a get together around here, like in South Texas, means barbecue. Like people will either brisket, they'll do sausage, they'll do chicken, they'll do like potato salad, some rice and beans, like
Ooh, that sounds good. I might go to Popeyes down the street to get some rice and beans. Like I'm not even lying, rice and beans. So Ooh, that shit.
I just had Popeyes the other day. It was so
Really?
good. Yeah, I had that 2 for $10 dinner box.
So, you know what was good? That chicken sandwich with the hottie sauce.
That was so good.
But it's basically sweet chili sauce.
Mm.
You can get that basically anywhere. I think you can get that at at the store at HEB, I think. But that sauce was so good with the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Megan blessed us with that sauce for a limited time only, but it was so good.
Okay, now, if we're getting into chicken here, what's your favorite chicken place?
That's why are you saying chicken?
Just chicken. I'm curious. Like,
Mhm.
we're getting into, you said
Mhm.
Popeyes. Popeyes is chicken. So
I wonder why you're saying chicken, huh? I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, the lowest on the rank would be Bush's. Definitely
yeah,
Bush's.
Bush's.
Mhm.
Can't season some shit.
Then Church's.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
You know how each restaurant has their own stereotype? Like Church's, no, like Popeyes is for black people, and Chick-fil-A is for white people. I just realized something.
What?
Church's is for Hispanics.
Yes, they serve like jalapenos. They serve corn on a stick. Like, yeah, it's
Like elote style?
kind of, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's for, like, my grandmother loves Churches. Like, she's always getting jalapenos and stuff from there.
Like, I like when I was younger, the commercials were aimed towards black people, and I'm just like, and now growing up, I'm just like, that's not your main demographic.
See, I love KFC.
Oh, I haven't had KFC in a while, though.
It's so good, though. Like, the 28 herbs and spices. Like, am I thinking
Wait,
of
did you say herbs?
Herbs. It's
Herbs.
Herbs. That's what I said.
Herbs.
Herbs. That's what I said.
You said
I
herbs.
said herbs.
I'm pretty sure the H is silent, but I'm also a dumbass, though.
Herbs. No, you're right. It's herbs. You're right.
Herbs.
Herbs and spices. Herbs and spices.
Carbs and spices.
Herbs and spices.
But like, okay, so my picks are Bush's, Church's, then I would do. Ooh, this is tough. This is tougher than I thought. Oh, okay, so KFC then Popeyes. Then for the top two, it would probably be Raising Cane's because the chicken goes so well with the sauce and the toast. The toast is what gets me. The toast is what makes it so high on the list. So Raising Cane's is what I thought Bush's would be when we first got it back in their hometown.
Which is crazy because, you know, I told you when I was in Waco, right? This long-term residential treatment center, right? And, like, all the staff there was African-American. Like,
Yeah.
and there was a Bush's right across the street. And so that's all they would eat. They would go to Bush's every
Well, that's
single
because
day.
it's convenience.
Yeah, and
because
but they would claim it was so good, and I had it, and I was like, this is bland.
it's not, and the gravy.
Yeah, like the gravy is just.
So recently, I tried Panera Bread when I was actually. Okay, I can see, not that hype though, but I can see why it gets dragged. They basically call it like pricey hospital food.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad. There was like this flatbread pizza with like a cilantro on it with like the sauce. I really like cilantro, so I was picking it off because it tastes like soap.
It's kind of like that stereotype where all like the middle-aged white women go. Panera Bread. Or,
I mean, hey, over here is like Sloski's.
True, but they're making a McAllister's Deli though over here too. So I bet you it's gonna be full of nothing but Karens. Or
Yeah,
something
but
like
I'm a little bit more bougie than that. I'm bougie, so I'll eat that at the Pump House. I'll eat the pecan chicken
Oh no, that's good. I've had that before.
with the prosciutto toast.
Yes.
Ooh, with some mimosas.
Ooh.
Like, I'm bougie. I go out to brunch. Actually, let me not lie. I'm not as bougie as I claim. Trust me, as much as I want to be bougie, I'm broke with expensive taste. That's it. But, like, actually, one thing that should be illegal, definitely be illegal, Karens.
Yes. Definitely.
Karen should actually be illegal. Mexicans. It is actually a crime. Not, I was gonna say misdemeanor, but a crime to be a Karen.
My mom's a Karen. I fully.
Like, what
Can I speak to your manager?
But I feel like that's a basic Karen.
No, that's like she'll like start a full argument and be rude to them in the store.
But when I think of like different levels of Karen, I just think of
Like a full blown meltdown. Like
yes, I called that brown woman to go back to her country. What of it?
oh, you're thinking about like okay, conservative Karen.
Yes,
Not like okay.
and I'm thinking like, but there's different levels of it. And, like that's the first level, and they're just like. They're just like, yes, I told that brown woman to go back to her country. What of it? And I think she was stealing because there was a twinkle in her eye. So she was obviously stealing.
So you're talking about the stereotype of like the white Christian woman, like the white conservative.
No. I'm just talking about like people in general because when I was in Austin, okay, imagine this. I was in Austin. You're just thinking like, oh, that's a nice place, but I was in a Goodwill of all places. I kid you not, that this guy was following me. One of the employees were following me throughout the whole store. I'm just like, what? He was like, oh, if you need anything, I'm right here. I'm just like, and since I am in sales, I know a difference between trying to get a commission check and seeing someone is stealing. Because I used to work in retail when I was younger. So they would go up to the people and ask if they need help. But, since I was in sales, I know the difference between, and he was saying it to me so many times too. I was like, the first time he said it, I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Then he said it a few more times. I'm just like, okay. I was like, and I know damn Goodwill does not give commission. They barely give out minimum wage.
That's $7.25.
I think it's like $9 now, though.
No, it's really not. They still haven't raised it since
what?
No, it's still $7.25. Federally, it's still $7.25, and even state, Texas hasn't raised it at all either.
I know a bunch of businesses are upping their pay because I remember when I got my first job that paid $15 an hour, and that was at Walmart when I was soccer, and my mom was surprised that we're making this much because when she was younger, she was in her mid-20s making $15 an hour because I guess that was rare back then.
Well, like, did you get good benefits though? Like
it's Walmart.
That's what I'm saying. That's how they're able to pay you is because they don't give you like the retirement, the 401k, or like the health insurance that you need.
And look. So this is their idea of a promotion. So you're part-time, but if they give you a full-time position, you're promoted. Yay! Good for you. You're promoted to full-time. I want to be full-time at fucking Walmart's. Fuck Walmart's. I have not shopped in Walmart in so long after I quit because there was these managers, and I'm about to put y'all on blast too, so fuck both of y'all. I'm not gonna say no names because I'm a little bit classier than that though, but nonetheless, I'm still put y'all on blast. So I almost had heat exhaustion, right? And there was this big, lumpy space princess built bitch. She was built like Lumpy Space Princess. She was built like a washing machine. Yeah. And normally I won't say anything like that though, but if you piss me the fuck off, I will, like, the gloves, my filter is off. And basically I was sitting outside and like when I first got on the computer it said if you're gonna have like a heat stroke or something like that, because I was outside pushing carts in 110-degree weather. And I was dead. I was sitting outside. And this manager, I'm pretty sure you know her.
Probably.
I'm whispering in your ear.
Oh, yeah.
So, one of the team leads came over to get me. She took me into the office, right? And she was like, I'm gonna call her LSP because that's what she looks like.
Okay. Yeah.
So LSP told me, "Where were you?" I was like, "I was taking a break." I was like, I was tired. I had heat exhaustion, and she was in mid sentence. She was like, "Well, I'm tired of looking for you." Blah 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 blah. I'm just like, eh, it, I'm just like the management at Walmart sucks. Like I worked where places have good management. Actually, my last job, from best management group I've ever had. So supportive. Like had I even talked to the CEO a few times because it was a smaller business. The CEO was so nice. The team leads were so nice, and they were just really really good people though. But I'm just kind of sad that it didn't work out with that company, and I honestly really am. But Walmart, fuck Walmart.
Well, then you get into like they're like the largest employer in this country, and yet they can't even provide someone with like decent benefits or anything without.
Or decent management because
Yeah.
there was this one oh my gosh. So there was three maintenance people. They would make me do every fucking thing. Like everything. There was this one person that peed in the dressing room. Guess who had to clean that shit up? Me.
You couldn't put the stuff on to clot it, like.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
Um, and they would make me clean the toilets, stuff like that. And the other guy would just dilly dally. I'm just like, if he gonna dilly dally, I'm gonna dilly dally. And this guy was kind of dumb. So you know how? So my sister worked with me at Walmart at the time too, and this guy was talking shit about me to my sister, not knowing that we're siblings. Or I'm just like, how do you not know? Because even though we're in separate cars, she has her car, I have my car. We show up at different times though, but we still talk to each other regularly. And you still go and talk shit about me. Tell my sister, like, she's not gonna tell me.
Yeah.
I'm like, and that's one of the things at Walmart that I really got pissed off about. Because they would just, like, talk shit about you. Like, at the next aisle over,
Yeah,
including management. So, I had got a new job, right? And normally I wouldn't, like, just up and leave, but I had to up and leave. If you guys are working in a toxic environment, leave, because your mental health is way more important than that little paycheck. You can find another job somewhere else. Because trust me, I used to be making $11. Because actually, was making 15. Then I moved positions and it knocked me down to 11, which sucked. But now I'm making way more. Honestly, I'm making more than any of those managers. But hey, they want to be toxic, and that's where they're gonna choose to be toxic. And that toxic, toxic does what toxic is. So, like, if you're gonna be toxic, like, do all that stuff to hinder someone's growth, then you deserve to stay stuck. Especially if you're gonna gatekeep. But yeah. And I'm just like, you know what? It's y'all loss, not mine.
Retail was like the hardest job to work. Like compared to healthcare, like retail and healthcare are like some of the hardest.
Another thing that should be illegal: overworking nursing staff.
Yes. I was a CNA for years. Like some of these people push their call lights like for nothing.
I know. I used to work at a hospital when I was my freshman year of college when I was a dietary aide.
Yeah.
And those nurses were so overworked. And you would think the pay would be enough though, but I was hosting an event when I was dietary aide for the higher ups for the administration, and they're thinking about ways to keep the people, like the nurses and stuff, from quitting, because a few of them already quit to become traveling nurses, because traveling nurses make way more way more than regular nurses. And they were talking about like a pizza party, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah. I've been to a few of those pizza parties.
Like, I'm just like, I seen the memes online about the pizza parties. but I never thought I would hear about it. Then, I'm just there to work at the event, set up the food and stuff like that. But I said, what if you guys pay them more? Then I just left. I was like, what if you guys just pay them more? Then we had a discussion about it, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I walked out, came back in. They thought about staffing traveling nurses. I'm just like, hopefully you guys talked about my bad. So they were talking about that wasn't in the budget, but they can, get traveling nurses. And did I tell you that? Okay, so
You never told me that. Like, what happened there?
so the nurses, like my friend nurse, Audrey.
Yeah.
She gets paid $37, which isn't bad though. But I dated this nurse. Well, actually, he was a nurse practitioner, so I'm pretty sure they would get paid a little bit more though.
They got masters. Yeah, they get paid a lot more.
So he was making $115 an hour, but still, like I was talking to this traveling nurse, and she was just a regular RN, made the same as much as the traveling nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the hell? Unless she was a nurse practitioner, I didn't really caught what she was doing though, but I just knew that she was a traveling nurse. But I'm just like, it's insane how overworked these nurses are, and that's one thing that should be honestly illegal.
It should be.
Honestly, it's just atrocious.
Then imagine how bad it was during the pandemic.
Oh my gosh, yes. Because I was working at the hospital still during the pandemic, and it was so bad. And that little hospital that we're from doesn't have that much space.
Yeah, no.
The ICU only has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds in it.
Yeah, I've been in that ICU before. It's tiny.
Yeah. So they had people upstairs in 2 East where the regular patients are, and some people in the OB, in the birthing ward. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, oh my gosh. It was just so bad though. But glad things are less complicated though. But still, overworking nurses and the amount that they get paid should be illegal.
I agree totally, but you know what? I also feel like the people that are at the very bottom, like the CNAs, like they do all of the grunt work. And they don't get paid. And like an average CNA, you know how much an average CNA makes? Like $10.50 an hour.
Yes. Well, I know that the emergency room not too far from here, I was talking to this one dude, and he was saying that he gets paid $18 an hour as a CNA.
Well, see, that's not bad, but that's hospital work. That's a lot more. They have to clean up like toxic.
At the emergency room?
Yeah,
place?
they clean up all the used bandages and stuff, like all that type of like hazardous material.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez. Awesome. One thing that should be illegal: medians in the middle of roads.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. You know how many people have been complaining since they put those medians in the road?
Dude, look. And it's so inconvenient because there's a median right in front of my apartment on the main highway. And I'm just like, I can't turn, but I have to go all the way down the street and back up. I just waste gas to, and it's literally, so my apartment's literally like a few feet away from the red lights, but you can't just turn in anymore because that super median, you have to go all the way down, go into like that coffee shop, do a U-turn in the coffee shop parking lot, and make it to the complex. Which is, I'm like, that's just gross, dude. I'm just.
Everyone has been complaining about those, like, because you got to make a U-turn just to get to the other side,
And honestly, they're doing way more harm than good. So there was this person that had a wreck in front of HEB Plus, and they hit the pole.
Mm.
And I was like, how do you hit a pole in daylight?
Yeah.
So a few days ago, I may have ran over the median.
Okay.
Not just like ran over the median, but I completely went over the median
To the other side?
to the other side. I mean, I was on the right side though, but I was leaving that gas station over there next to Academy.
Yeah.
And it was dark, and I just didn't see it. So I was just like, the lane right here, the middle lane to turn, and the other lane that I'm supposed to be on. So I didn't see the median, and I just boom, 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 and I'm just like, oh my god, did I just really just do that?
Yeah.
I'm just, dude, my poor car has been through a lot. I'm not the best driver. Dude.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm sorry.
But
But I know. I know.
look, there was this one time during lunch when I was in high school, I hit a pole backing up. But I'm so glad. The only saving grace about that was it just bumped into the tow hitch.
Okay.
So I just heard a ding, and I was like, because if it was the back of that, like the bumper, my ass would have been grasped because that was my parents' car. That our parents let us drive that car. So it was just. I remember. Actually, that's a story for a different day though. But honestly, there's a bunch of things that could be illegal. Car dealerships should be illegal because of the markup value that they do.
Yes. And how they take advantage of people who don't know anything about cars. Like, okay, now if you're like a woman that goes and tries to buy a car, you're going to be treated differently than if you're a man.
Yeah, that is very true because when my sister's car got towed, okay, so my car got towed from my apartment complex because I was double parked. She got her car towed for the same reason, and the dude was just being like, very belligerent, annoyed, and he came over, got my car out, stuff like that. But when she did it, the guy was flirting with her. Like, the guy was flirting with her big time. And my sister was pissed, and she didn't want to be flirted at. She was like, this guy is fucking flirting with me, and I'm fucking pissed off because he fucking towed my car. And I'm just like, I understand though, but I was like, hey, see if you can seduce him to make the price go down. And she was like, you right. So the next day we went to go get her car because she couldn't get it that day. So, she was being all super nice and stuff. It didn't work, but the guy was too flirting with her. And she was pissed, still pissed, because she said, I did all that work, and he couldn't lower down the price. I'm just like, actually, that's another thing that should be illegal. Just like car towing for apartment complexes. Like, I get it though, but I don't get it. Like, why would you... I'm not going to talk about that because that's just going to make me angry. Because when I did my, got my car, it was like $500.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I was walking to work for like a week. Yes, I'm so glad I lived down the road. Because when I got to work, the buses would start a little bit later. Honestly, I don't know how to ride a bus. I don't know how that works. I don't know how the fuck it's going.
And I lived in Houston. I've lived in like San Antonio. I lived in Austin. I don't know how to ride a bus.
Like, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna miss my spot, even though
I'm afraid I'll miss the bus stop to get off at. I'm afraid that they'll call it and I'll be like asleep or something, and I'll miss the bus stop and like I'll be stuck on the bus.
You get that comfortable on buses?
Sometimes.
Oh no, I couldn't sleep on the bus.
If I'm riding like a Greyhound or something, yeah.
I could not fall asleep on the bus. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I might miss my stop. Even when I was in school, I was afraid to go to sleep on the bus.
I always went to sleep on that bus. I'd get some like Z's on that bus.
I hated
Z's
riding
on the
buses
bus
because
go
they give me
round.
I was singing rules on the bus.
Yeah.
But I couldn't ride on the bus because it just made me sick.
Oh,
Like
okay.
sick.
Was it because it was in the morning, or like was it all the time?
It was the fumes. It was the bumpy rides. It was having to sit on the wheel seats.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hated the wheel seat. Ooh, and you had no room for your legs.
And I'm a tall person too. And I used to be a fat boy. I used to be fat.
You still know? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Fuck you.
That was a
We
joke.
all can't be skinny legends like you, Matthew.
I'm not that skinny.
You're 160.
And it's not skinny.
Bitch.
I've been skinnier.
Oh shoot. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna leave that for a different day though. But honestly, I think that this should be the end of the episode though. But you guys have a great day. Thank you guys so much for listening. Like, subscribe if you can. Like and subscribe. And thank you guys so much.